Hello, powerful one. Welcome to this edition of Inner Growth with Osezwa Elimihe. Let's talk about maintaining high vibration. Yesterday, we talked about feelings. The quality of the life that we live is a product of the feelings that we harbor, the feelings that we keep or encourage. If we encourage feelings that are of high vibrations, then our life becomes of high quality. Remember always that our lives are product of the feelings, the sum total of the feelings we allowed to have the way. We are vibrational beings. In the same way, our vibrations are indicated by the feelings that are in our system. Remember, there is no feeling without a thought, and there is no thought without a belief. And whenever a belief is present, creation is on its way. Okay? When we talk about creation, remember that you are a creative unit of life. And the function of life is to create. Life is perpetually creating. Therefore, life will create in line with what life is, because every being must bring forth according to their kind. Now, in this light, we are really not, how do we put it now? We are humans, I know. You are humans, you know that. But what kind of human are you? Someone said, I think it was Julian Johnson in his book, Path of the Masters, that the ultimate on this planet is for true human beings to appear on it. We have human potential in human bodies living on the planet, but they are not yet humans. Because a real human being is that, now I'm no more quoting Julian Johnson, a real human being is not this physical body. The real human being lives above this physical body consciousness. The ideal human being is not the mind. That human being lives above the mental consciousness. The ideal human being is spirit. All right? That human being is aware of its divine heritage, and therefore it lives in line with those particular realities. And there is nothing in this world that can sway it out of that line. Now, let's come back to our discussion. Thoughts are the basis upon which our humanity are either skewed or put online. Right? Good. So, our beliefs create our thoughts. If our beliefs create our thoughts, it therefore means that if our beliefs are subhuman, then we think thoughts that are subhuman. When we think thoughts that are subhuman, what do you think we are? We function, we live as subhumans. And what again is subhumanity? Mental. When you function at the mental level, whether it is the high mental or the lower mental level, you are not yet human, but you are trying. If you live at the gross material level, which is this physical body, then you are far from being human. You are far, far, far from home. You already know that your ideal humanity is spirit. Your ideal consciousness is the spirit consciousness. But what we are talking about today is about how your life is defined, how you can maintain high vibrational frequency. To operate at high vibrational frequency, your thoughts must be of high vibrational frequency. But for your thoughts to be of a high vibrational frequency, you have to have a belief that is of a high vibrational frequency. When your beliefs are of low frequency, then your life will never experience the high vibrations that you're supposed to have. How do you know that your thoughts are of low vibrational frequency? Simple. If your thoughts can be generated by experiences of life outside of you, the things that people say, the things that people think, the things that people do around you, then you understand that your thoughts are of low vibrational frequency. But when your thoughts can run in spite of what people think, do, say around you, then you understand one thing, that you are operating at a higher vibrational frequency. It means that you have a belief that is of high frequency. That is the analysis of the whole story. How do you maintain that frequency? That's what we are talking about now. The first thing you have to do is to deactivate the belief that people must match your expectations. People don't have to match your expectation. People don't have to. If you have that at the back of your mind, then you come to that point, not the point of expecting evil from people, but the point of generosity. In the sense that you just allow people to be what they are. You allow them the liberty to be themselves. People will not always rhyme in line with what you want them to rhyme, because you yourself, you don't rhyme in line with what people want you to rhyme at. For you to have peace of mind, for you to have that frequency, you must understand that people are struggling with demons. People are struggling with weights, and it is not for you to judge them. I was at the Computer Village complex this afternoon, and I saw that a lady and was drawing the attention of another lady. They were looking out their door at a lady downstairs, and they were calling her names. And I asked, what's going on? And they said the lady was dressed in something very skimpy, that she shouldn't be buried that in the marketplace. And they were talking. I said, come, you don't have a right to judge them. God hasn't created you to be a judge. That lady dressed the way she is dressed because that is how she wanted to dress. If she knew better, if she felt better, she wouldn't have done that. Okay? That is her. So leave her for what she is and stop judging. Master Kepal, one of my beloved masters, once said that there are too many judges of characters. Okay? There are too many judges of characters. God is not interested in people who judge others. What God is interested in are people who are lovers of others. To love is to accept people irrespective of their flaws. Now, to love does not mean you embrace everybody and take them into you, because you might take a snake in and the snake will bite you wickedly and poison you. You understand that? Good. But you must have this understanding that people should be free to be themselves. And when that understanding is there, you have created a belief that you are not affected by the actions or state of beings of others. You are not. You are of the mindset that people are free to be what they are. And what you have towards such people is at the worst sympathy and at best empathy. Now, this mindset will save you from the depression that comes from disappointment. Because when you place so much expectation on people, when you place so much expectation on events around you, goodness, when they fall short or even fail flat, you are going to experience a dip in frequency. And when that dip happens, you are going to suffer from adverse contrast. And that does not help anybody. So to remain in a perpetual state of high frequency, now, normally you may not be able to stay in a particular state of high frequency for so long. There are grades of height. But our interest here is that you must not drop to low frequency where negativities begin to flourish. If you are feeling sad, if you are feeling judgmental, if you are feeling uncomfortable, if you are feeling rejected, all of these things happen only at low frequencies. If your frequency is high, you will not feel judged. You will not feel followed with eyes. You will not be interested in the opinions and thoughts and judgment of others. Now, this is the secret. You will not be interested in the judgment of others because you do not judge others. Like Christ will say, judge not and you will not be judged. If you judge others, then judgment will come to you, because the measure with which you give to others is the same measure others will give to you. What is the value of judgment? Is that you yourself become susceptible to people's judgments. It is what you feel about people that people feel about you. The funny thing is this: even when people are not feeling that way about you, because you feel so about people, you are going to feel that way about yourself. You will think that people are feeling that way about you, because the universe is a bank. We all deposit ideas, emotions, feelings, thoughts into that bank. All right? And whatever we deposit comes back to us. Even if there is no human being to withdraw that currency of thoughts, of negative thoughts, to use against us in a reactive way, but because we have deposited it, it is recorded on a ledger that belongs to us. Therefore, we will feel it. All right? People who are judgmental of others, they are the ones who feel that people are judging them. People who hate others are the ones who feel that people hate them. People who are injurious to others in thought, in words, and action are the ones who are scared of being injured by others. So, if you really want a life of liberty, a life in which you are totally at peace with yourself and your environment, you have to give peace to all. Like it's also written in the Bible, follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no one can please the Lord. Peace and holiness. You can't be passing judgment on people and think you are following them with peace. You are not doing that. Holiness simply means as something that is held sacred, something that is giving reverence. If you have reverence for people, if you value them, you will not cast them down in your thoughts and in your words. So if you want a high vibrational frequency where negative things do not find their way to you, then, my friend, you must not judge people. You must not condemn people. You must not have negative thought towards anybody. Even not just human beings, animals, all kinds of things that have life. Give value, give love, reverence to things that have life, because we all are connected. So, high vibrational frequency is possible. It's actually yours. You need to occupy it. And how do you occupy that? Expect no evil from anybody, and expect no perfection from anybody. That's all. Now, this is it. Some people feel, okay, I don't expect good from anybody. That's not the idea. Expect good always from every human being. Don't expect evil. All right? But the thing is, don't expect perfection from people. But try to fit your life into perfection. Try, make it your own responsibility to hit perfection, because that's who you are, because the Lord said so. He said, be ye perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect. Christ said so because he knows that we have the capacity to be perfect. You can be perfect because you have the gem of perfection. What am I even talking about saying you have the gem of perfection? You are perfection. Identify with this reality and connect with your inner perfection. That is the goal of our lives. We have not come to this world to make money. We have not come to this world to marry and have children. We have not come to this world to become heads of states, heads of parastatals, heads of government, to become ministers, to become heads of churches, mosques, temples. Or that is not what we came to this world to do. We came to this world to attain perfection from a position of imperfection. That's the purpose, and we must not let it slide. Every other thing that we are doing in this world are just addenda. They are there to help us survive on this space so that we can pursue our primary assignments. Hit that goal, which is your humanity. Humanity is perfection. To have peace of mind in this world is to live on a high vibrational frequency. And when you're on a high vibrational frequency, there is nothing anybody says or does that can offend you. You will rise above them. Even when you suffer any major life-threatening incident, any high-pain incident, you will take it in your stride because you have no ounce of negativity in you. Therefore, you will not convert the events that are happening around you to something negative. We convert things to negativity because we have a vestige of negativity in us. All things are good. All things are right. But you see, when we look at things from the lenses of negativity, even the good and the right become skewed because that lens cannot see perfection, because that lens is not pure. But you, my friend, are pure. The purpose of your life is to take away the lens of impurity and see with your naked lens, with your naked eyes. That is the goal. So it is well with you. Make it a goal every moment, every day as you wake up from your sleep. Whether it's in the morning, in the afternoon, or night time you sleep and wake up, make that the goal. Set it. I am perfection. My goal is to hit perfection. So help me. That's the story of your life. Make it a successful one.